Hi guys, my name is Gavin, and this will be just how to use a background scene as a skybox. There won't be any Python involved, so I'm just gonna get started. To start off, I'm just gonna right-click on this camera or this light right here and hit X delete, and then right-click on this camera right here and hit X delete. I'm then gonna hit 1 to go in the front view and do spacebar, and then add a camera like this, like that, and I'm gonna drag this camera back out and hit 0. We should see this cube in the middle. I'm going to right click on this cube and hit Shift and D to copy it, and then drag it to one side, Shift and D to copy it, and then drag one off to the other side. Now what we're going to do is go into the game logic view, so go from defaults to game logic and go from Blender render to Blender game. Hit 0 to go back into our camera view. Let's right click on our camera, and what we're going to do is add a sensor always. Click these first 3 dots. Let's add an actuator scene. If I can find it, scene right here, sorry. And let's add a background scene, and let's leave it empty as net for now because we haven't created that scene yet. So let's connect these like this. Hit the plus sign to create a new scene, hit new. I'm just naming this as background scene, like this. Hit 7 to go in the top view and do spacebar and then add a camera. I'm going to drag this camera up just a little bit. I'm going to hit Shift and C, and I'm going to bring that crosshair back to the middle. And now that we have our, if we hit 0 to go into our camera view, what we're going to do now is add a plane to act as our background skybox. So let's do spacebar and add a plane like this. Hit S, X to scale it on the X, X, Y to scale it on the Y. Alright, now what we're going to do is add a blue material to our background plane. We're going to add it like this. Now, you may be thinking how this is going to actually be a skybox, but what it does is essentially, if we put this as the background scene to our main scene over here, it's actually just going to always show this blue background. And this is one of the many ways you can create a skybox. You can usually put like a texture like of a sky on here, but I just chose to do blue for now. But if we go back into our main scene, on our background scene, I'm going to add this right here. So add background scene. If we hit P, we can see the background of our game is now that blue material. Now what's cool though is if we right click on this camera, we can actually add a sensor. I'm going to do keyboard, space, let's keep it as the spacebar key, tap, keep it at tap. We're going to have it so that we can rotate this camera on the Z axis, so add a motion actuator. Let's have rotation on the Z axis of 2. And what's going to happen now is no matter if we even move our camera, I'm going to scroll in, if we move our camera, we can see the skybox is going to be the same like this. You can see that this is how it works, and it's actually pretty useful like this. So even though the entire background is changing, or the camera angle is changing, the background will stay the same because it's overlaying this scene into our main scene. Alright guys, that's all I have for now, so I hope this was helpful. I will be doing future Skybox tutorials, but this is just one of the few ways you can do it. Thanks for watching, guys.